Gentlemen, unless the sun explodes, we will be getting BeamNG 0.29. And today, I'll show you all the spoilers in detail. Then, we'll look at some quite interesting leaks and even when it could be released. Yes. For legal reasons, I'm recording this on June 23rd, as you can see, and I do not have early access to the update yet. So everything I'll say in this video is just pure speculation and educated guesses based on the information we all have. Alright? Am I good? Am I not going to get sued? Let us hope. So towards the end of May, BeamNG announced a modding contest in partnership with the Gambler 500. Funnily enough, I actually predicted this partnership on my Twitter a whole month before the announcement. So definitely go follow me there for some more high-level investigation. But you may be wondering, what the f*** is a Gambler 500? From my understanding, it's an American rally adventure off-road something event in which participants have to drive 500 miles in their $500 shit boxes. And when I say shit boxes, I really want to emphasize the shit part. Yeah, you know what? Let me actually show you. What the f*** is that? This is the most American image I've ever seen. I mean, bro, just look at the drive shaft. Also, got off the sponsors, man. America. Off the bone barbecue. America again. This is another incredible example. What even is this? It's like a chopped van. It's a chopped MPV. Also, love that for protection they have those plastic tubes your grandma uses in the pool so that she doesn't drown. This is also another incredible specimen you can find at the Gambler. It looks to be a chopped Honda Accord or something. And here we can see one of the staple modifications for the Gambler. The PVC snorkel. Such an incredible feat of engineering, it really is. Jokes aside though, I do have to admit, I really like the idea behind this event. Most of the cars that participate were either abandoned or about to get scrapped, so having them being saved and modified is not only fun for cheap, but ironically, it's also good for the environment. I don't know, I just like the mindset of use what you already got instead of environmentalists telling you to buy a brand new Tesla built by Slaves. Anyways, before this video turns into a rant, let's move our attention to the banner they used to announce this partnership. Where do I even start? Okay, that is a bolide, pretty clearly. And I don't think I even have to point it out. It's so obvious and in front of your face. It has new lights. So that is the main takeaway from this image. But there are smaller things that you probably didn't notice. For example, the fact that it has 6 wheels. I know, calm down. I know you probably didn't realize, but that is why I'm here, to show you these things. Okay, it's not funny. Jokes aside, it has 6 wheels. What the fuck? This makes me wonder though, what drove? Most importantly though, what wheels are being driven? Is it 6-wheel drive? Are only the 4 rear wheels being driven? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, as you can see, it is carrying a fridge, which means you'll be able to carry other stuff like pallets, wood, your mom. And yeah, safe to say, this is most likely a configuration for the Gambler 500, like inspired by the whole meta of the Gambler, which is cool. It is really cool. But you know what's cooler? This. Gentlemen, we're getting a van. This has probably been one of the most requested vehicles to be added to the game. And man, it's looking glorious, I'm gonna be honest. So unfortunately, we can only see the J-beam structure of the van from this image. But if you look closely, you can find a couple interesting details. Looking at the passenger door, it seems pretty big, which could potentially mean that it has sliding doors. But it's too hard to tell from this image. What isn't hard to tell, and what you probably missed, is the fact that it has 3 rows of seats. Front, middle, and back. Also, by the looks of it, it seems to be from the late 90s, early 2000s era, which I really like. But the real question is, will it be American or will it be Japanese? I so hope that it's Japanese, because I'll say the Japanese do it goofy, alright? And goofy is good. But I don't know, I think it's a 50-50 chance, to be honest. And the last question is, will it actually release in 0.29? Because if you remember, we got the spoilers for the ETK revamp a long time before it actually dropped. So there is a chance that we may not see it in 0.29. But I think we will. Now this next spoiler is kind of weird. What the fuck? So out of all the spoilers, this is in my opinion the most interesting, because there is a lot more that meets the eye. But let's start with the obvious. What is that? This is an Ibishu Covet with what looks like a single massive rear wheel. reverse pigeon basically. Moving on to the top left, we can see the 6-wheel bolide having another appearance, and this time it has a livery, and it is not carrying a fridge. So you may think that that's it for this spoiler, but actually there's 2 more things that you probably didn't notice. First of all, I tried searching for this spotting grid map, and I simply could not find it. And this could either mean one of 3 things. First of all, I'm an idiot and didn't find it. Secondly, this could mean that we're getting an expansion to Gridmap V2. And the third option is that the devs move some part rounds just for this picture. But by far, the most interesting thing to me is the sky. I tried replicating this, but it simply looks different. Now, maybe nothing has changed and they just use a photo filter or something. So yeah, let us hope this is actually new skybox. It is time, man. It is time. And it is also time for a defecation mechanic in BeamNG. Finally, guys, we will be able to let it all out in the porta potty. So as you can clearly see, this is my beloved Ibishu pigeon. And there is a lot to dissect here. First of all, the PVC pipe. Most obviously though, the porta potty. We can also spot a neat little sign in front of the door, which makes me wonder, can we actually open it up and see the thing? Or not? To be honest though, I think we'll actually get a standalone like porta potty prop, since, you know, they modeled it, so why not make it its own thing that you can drive into at 800 miles per hour. So I'm calling it now, we will get a porta potty prop with an openable door, and I so hope that it has a massive skid mark. Also, one last thing, when they released the spoiler, the caption was asking us to name this configuration, so I came up with this, which now has over 1,000 likes. Devs, if you don't name it that, I can promise you that the entire BeamNG community will abandon the game and move to Mega Car Crash Simulator. Should I actually play that? Like for a video? Here it is. The van. So gentlemen, this is our first look at the van, in the flesh, in the mesh. It is looking glorious, gentlemen. It really is. So this is obviously a gambler configuration, and safe to say this pretty much confirms that the van will be releasing in 0.29. And as you can see, it has the signature PVC snorkel. Also, look at the exhaust. What the hell is that? But most interestingly, look at the seats. They do look kind of familiar. And finally, this is the last spoiler we have so far. So here we can see 3 vehicles, the Grand Marshal, the Piccolina, and the van. And this is quite interesting. So first of all, let's start with the Grand Marshal. So judging from the livery, it seems like it's going to be called something Scavenger, Grand Scavenger, Greg Scavenger. It also has the signature PVC snorkel and what seems to be a boxing ring on the roof. But other than that, it seems to be pretty tame for being a gambler config. What isn't so tame is the Piccolina. A bathtub, really? Really? It also has a roof basket, and on the side it has the Los Polos Hermanos logo. I don't know, man, it looks like a fucking chicken to me.
My name is Gustavo, but you can call me Sis.
But by far the most interesting thing about this spoiler is the van. Gentlemen, this confirms that it has sliding doors. I also saw some people speculating that it was dirty, it had dirt buildup, though as much as I would like that to be true, I think those are bushes. And now gentlemen, let's talk about the leaks. Some people in the modding community have found some pretty sus engine sounds. Apparently, we have new sounds for a 3-cylinder, a 4-cylinder, and a diesel 6-cylinder. This last one especially seems like it belongs to the T-Series and the Wentworth, but I don't think they'll be remastered in 0.29. As for the other two, man, I really do not know. Maybe the van, maybe not. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So in short, this update will bring a new vehicle, new Gambler 500 configurations, but I don't think it's going to be for all cars, possible improvements to the skybox, and possible improvements to sounds, maybe a new area for grid map, and I'm sure we'll also get a whole bunch of surprises. You know what we won't be getting though? Channel memberships, because you can only get them here. For the low price of a Big Mac, you can get access to my private BeamNG server with all the goofy stream chat builds, secret channels in my Discord, spoilers for upcoming content, and even early access to my videos. It is now time for me to reveal when BeamNG 0.29 will be released. July.